wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no more.
Yesterday, Edie and I came out and we had a mission to find what are called in surveying terms IPFs, or iron pole found. So this is going to be a little bit of a technical video, I guess, but I want to share with you. We looked at having a boundary survey done on the property, and it's going to cost about $4,200. Well, we knew there was an existing survey, and it's already, supposed to be marked out. So I decided, instead of doing that, I'm going to go find these markers myself. But I had to learn a little bit about the actual process of what these things mean, like the degrees, the hours, and the minutes, or the minutes and the seconds. Excuse me, from when it comes to measuring at a survey map. So. Yesterday I actually found 3 of these IPFs, iron posts found. One which was the starting point, way off over to now would be my east. So as you're looking at me right now, you're facing basically northwest on the with the camera angle. But so from this map, from this plat map, I should be able to find some of the other iron posts. Specifically, I want to find the one that's now in the northwest corner. And when you look at a plat map, they have a series of numbers and then along a line. And so in the case of the line that they show running from, make sure Dee Dee doesn't run off, showing from the southeast IPF to the southwest IPF, which is this one, it says it's 89 degrees, 42 minutes and 2 seconds, and 742 feet in, I can't read the inches without my glasses, but Dee Dee, stay close. Come here. So anyways, so that tells me if I were able to pace it off or measure it off in a walking distance, what that should be. But I think it's a straight line distance, so I don't know that that actually accounts for the ups and downs in the hills and the undulation. My theory is that it does not account for that. So because the plat, it actually doesn't matter what the actual shape is on these. The measurement of acreage is actually supposedly the full volume, so the ups and the downs and everything else. So you could measure the outside circumference, and that wouldn't necessarily tell you how many acres, because it could be a dome, it could be a pit, it could be all kinds of stuff. But so anyways, what I'm going to do today is, here obviously is a marker. I put this flagging on it just to make it more visible, and I put a series of other flags all the way down this line. So now I want to find the again, like I said, the line that goes from the southwest marker to the northwest marker. And according to this, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my glasses out so I can see it more clearly. It is actually 0 degrees north. So this was something I had to go teach myself on how you would know the difference, because it didn't seem to matter whether they were going left or right. They never used the compass azimuth measurement, and it wasn't nor is it a plot, a specific plot, meaning it doesn't give me its GPS position. It's a bearing. So a bearing is basically an angle off of the true north. So true north would be 0 degrees. and then true west would be 90 degrees west and or 90 degrees east. So they don't actually go 270 west and 90 east. They actually call that 90 west. So the way this plot reads is actually, in this case, it's north, 0 degrees north, 6 minutes, 0 seconds. So it's pretty much almost a due north line with a slight variation, and it runs 942 feet in distance. And so that should give me to the next point on the IPF, although this doesn't actually show it as an IPF. It doesn't have a designation next to it, so I may get over there into that general area and not find it. I've got a couple tools here to help me today. So in your Google Maps, you have the ability to, what did I do with it? I think I left it in the car. In your Google apps, you can actually press a location and it'll give you your physical coordinates. Now the problem with that is that that physical coordinate is oh, here it is. You got a good thing I didn't drop it. Is that it's going to have an error. Like I have these two apps that I downloaded, and both of them give you a plus or minus 16 feet of your actual location. So like if I put this here, okay, it gives me 34 degrees 34.56976 minus 84.448. So that's the actual GPS grid coordinates, and it says plus or minus 15 feet. So it could be anywhere within a circle off of here, 15 feet of where that actual point is. So, you know, one of the objectives is to kind of map that all out. So no, I kind of rambled, but let's go find the other point and let's see what we can find over there. And wish me luck. One of the ways to do this is it's not going to be hyper accurate, but if I do it in short enough increments, it should be more accurate. So I took a compass bearing of 0 degrees, and then I look at what's on that line on 0 degrees. If you had a linsatic compass, you could do this a little bit easier, which is a compass that actually locks down. So, and this is assuming, you know, I have the marker at my back. So 0 degrees, I'm going to find the tree that's closest to that bearing, put a stripe on it, then take another bearing off of that, again 0 degrees, and that should relatively keep me straight as I go along to find the compass point. So we'll see how it works out. Yesterday when I did it, I was probably off by about 40 feet by the time I got to it, but I really didn't know what I was doing as much as I think I do today, so we'll find out. Terrain's pretty steep, so yeah, hopefully I don't fall too much. This beautiful little waterfall just inside the boundary line of the property. The stream actually splits in two that comes around this big rock. Once I clean it up and get rid of all the underbrush, it will be, well, it's already beautiful. We'll just enhance it clean it up a little bit so you can see it a little more distinctly without all the leaves on it. Gorgeous, very excited. You can see this tree's been used quite a few times to mark along. Dee Dee! He gets out of sight, I'm telling you, he likes to stay just a little bit beyond the edge where I'm comfortable. Anyway, so as you can see, multiple marks. This one's mine. So here's looks like some more fairly recent ones too. The tape's still in pretty good shape. So I'm going to take my next compass reading, and I see a flag up there ahead, so I'll probably add one somewhere in between it. And yeah, it's kind of off, so definitely I'm a little left of that mark if this is correct. So that's 0 degrees right there, and that one's over the direction. So I'm going to find a tree that way. Alright, so if you look at this, that post really seems to be along the 0 degree line. And then they come out to this tree right here, which you can see it's been there a while. I mean, literally it's thrown into this tree, and it goes across to this big tree, and it's deeply embedded in this big tree. And then it comes back in, seemingly in line to this tree. So, you know, it looks like a little box of, I don't know, 12 by 8 or something has been, hey, Dee Dee, careful, careful, careful. Try to walk into that barbed wire. 12 by 8 has been purloined by our neighbor. So, I'm gonna shoot an azimuth here. Yeah, it looks like this line is a little off. I would say it seems like it might be intruding on our property, but you know, a professional surveyor could probably tell you the difference. If that is actually an encroachment onto the property. Again, I think back when they did this, again, they were just using trees because it's cheaper than using metal stakes. And so they picked trees that were pretty close to the property line. Because you can see, again, it takes actually another jog a little bit to the right here. Because it seems to wander back and forth again. If if I'm walking this as a true grid coordinate, I should be able to go straight through over here. So we'll see how bad it gets on the other side of this little hill. But it appears that it's a good few feet into our property line. So, Dee Dee, quit going over there. Come here. Dee Dee, come on. I'm not gonna mark it because I don't want it to be set. That crazy dog, that we're accepting that boundary as it is. You know, I don't want to get in a pissing contest with the neighbors. It's not really a big deal right at this moment. And I could be off a few feet and could start a whole lot of stink for nothing. So we'll have to decide whether or not we want to get this boundary line surveyed, what it's worth to us to do it. So, all right, I'm gonna give it a little pause here. Okay, I'm here at a point that might be close to our northwest corner. I guess I could use the hiking app, Pace Off. I think I know why this one seemed like it was missing some apps. It was the wrong phone. Okay, I guess I could have used the hiking app to pace it off, but again, I think that's a straight line distance and not necessarily a walking distance. I don't know for sure. Anyways, let me look here at the county website. I'm gonna see where it says I'm at, if I'm close to that point. And again, this one is wildly. Yesterday, I think it was off as much as 20-30 feet from where it said I was to where the actual property boundary was. So, we'll look at that real quick. Oh, it's going really slow, loading super slow. Yeah, according to the geoplot, I'm pretty close. I'm gonna look around see if I can see any kind of pole, but I don't think I'm going to. I think this is it. All right. Go from there. Look at what our next azimuth shot is. Pretty sure from this point here that I just marked on this tree across the valley I just came up, which you can't really probably see for all the trees, to wherever that post mark was over there. That's a straight line of 69 degrees south, which is supposed to be the angle of measurement for that line. So I feel pretty comfortable that from between here and there, everything to the left of what you're seeing here, everything you see to the left of that line, that little flag is our property. So yeah. Okay. All right. So the rest is all road. It's all just like this. Old logging road, actually old subdivision road, in desperate need of repair. I think the camera's all wonky. I got to rebalance it. But anyways, so I think for now that conducts the survey all we need, because we're never going to build right, like I said, right up to the line. So we know the roads all on this side basically define the properties within the subdivision, such a subdivision as it may be. And there we go. Let me hold this down here. Okay, so let me just conclude that hope you found this of interest, trying to understand like what you got. And again, I appreciate everybody who has been watching and subscribed, and hopefully we get more. I'd like to keep doing more content with a little more creative value when I have more time to do it. So that's really the big limiter right now, is the job and this. So thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll see you next episode. All right, from North Georgia, I'm out.
Sunrise in West Virginia, sleep talking on the front porch, running barefoot to a creek. We learned to drive the van then, we had to hide it from the fishermen. 2 French braids made believing, like my both of us 8 years old. Clawfoot tub ran only cold. In the middle of the night, we found bats in the loft with our flashlights. We were together, that made it alright. Like my own sister, our souls we together, beaded bracelets I won't forget. Friends forever, like my own sister, our souls we together, beaded bracelets I won't forget. Friends forever. Nobody's road is the same. Both of us went our own way. Our hearts had never changed, 'cause we got our cabin